Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead.
I meant a joke. A joke!
Yeah, Zom 100 as of right now has seen nothing but delays. Like, guys, do you want a new episode of Zom 100?
What am I, a monster? Next question.
But if you so happen to miss this anime when it started airing, it is genuinely an amazing show that we need to talk about. Now this show, we start off with our main character, Akira Tendo, who has finally reached his dream job. A non-disclosure agreement. He starts working in the office and so far, it's going really well. You can feel his energetic vibe over the entire workplace. Multiple new colleagues who seem cool and a pretty looking girl Akira has taken quite an interest in. Yeah, until the Red Bull runs out.
Hello, Akira here. Wait, what do you mean we ran out of drugs?
The workplace he's in is absolutely brutal. Constant stresses surround him. Work to the literal bone with no way out. Ignoring everything else to meet these excessive demands. You get lost in the work. It becomes you. It becomes your everything. It roots itself so deeply that even taking your own life is a struggle. There's no escape. Near the end of the episode, they literally made him feel like a zombie. This guy is not a person anymore. Corporate demands turned him into a shell, a replaceable worker stuck in this dead-end hell that no matter what you do, you can't escape. It won't end.
Oh my god.
But just when his life couldn't get any worse, a goddamn zombie apocalypse had to break out. But wait, Akira, did you just remember what Nikkei 30 said?
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Yeah, I want it louder though. Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Instead of seeing these zombies as the death of him, Akira sees them as a glimmer of hope. The hope he needed to break free and finally do whatever he wants in life. And if that's not making anime, I guess he did that. Yeah, genuinely, I don't know if it's just me, or these delays leave a pretty bad taste in your mouth whenever they do happen. Now, if you guys didn't know, I'm actually relatively new to anime as a whole. This is my second year into all this stuff, but might as well be my 11th with how cultured I am. But from the anime I have watched, they would usually delay an episode for about a week and then be back up running straight after that. You don't like when delays happen to your favorite shows, but you understand why they do them. Animators are people too, and they deserve to have breaks in order to bring us the stuff we love.
Not in there.
So after thinking about it more, I got curious if these delays were actually just to do with the studio itself and any track record the studio might have with delays. Because if you look at it, every single episode for a while was delayed for one reason or the other. But we're not gonna find any answers like this. To the computer we go. To the fire exit we go! Okay, so after researching on my worst fucking nightmare, thanks for asking, I was able to find that the first episode there was a pretty funny visual gag referencing Studio OLM. You know OLM, they make Beyblades.
My guy, that's Pokemon.
Yeah, the same thing. The studio that animated Zom 100 is a completely new studio called Bug Films. A lot of the people who worked at OLM decided to band together and make this studio. Then they must have left this message as a little...
Oh.
But after looking even deeper, I was able to find the reasons for every single delay for these episodes. Episode 4 was delayed for a day due to production issues. Episode 5 delayed for a week, and instead a special episode was aired in place that had, people.
I didn't know CGI looked this good.
Episode 6 was delayed for a day because of production issues. Episode 7 was delayed because of scheduling issues with the World Athletics Championships.
Just give me the f***ing zombies. Just give me the f***ing zombies.
Episode 8 was delayed for production issues. Episode 9 was delayed for production issues. What issues are you having?
I wouldn't call that a production issue. I'd call that production growth.
And that takes us to the indefinite delay of today, also known as the day Anmasi gave up hope. Literally, as early as episode 4, you can see the absolute crash and burn of the show being delayed non-stop. But funnily enough, the quality in the output has not had a dip. Every episode they aired looked the same, if not better than the first episode. The people at the studio know how to cook, they're just really f***ing bad at it. But I feel like no matter what way you phrase it, delaying something is always embarrassing, no matter who you are. A games company, an anime studio, a hospital.
Registered hospital, how may I help you today?
Sorry, the shipment for today's heart transplant was delayed. You're basically saying to the world, hey, thanks for waiting 5 years, but given the time, we still aren't ready to meet the demands yet. And hey, I said no riots! Most companies do see delaying a product really as a last resort, because even if you see a delay for how you should, an effort to make the product better, it does have some hidden impacts as well on the consumer. You want it to be as easy as possible for the consumer to be able to air your show. Shows that you're putting in the work. The animation is still incredible with these delays, don't get me wrong, and we all know they should be there, but the fact that you can't meet all these demands leads to speculation and people getting the wrong idea about the show. Someone could just see that the show is getting delayed and actually be discouraged to watch, or wait till it's all coming out, which for a startup company, that's not actually the best thing you want to do. You want to get people hooked fast, and I don't think they're gonna get hooked on this. But I actually have a different theory of what's going on here. Hear me out on this, but the fact that the show has been through hell and back in terms of delays could very well be a massive oxymoron. Just think about it for a second. The entire point of the show was to regain your freedom. Like, screw these delays, am I right?
Yeah, who needs a constant upload schedule? If you say me, I swear to God.
This new company has an abundance of people from the old studio where they were treated like ass. So for all of these people to finally take their time and work on an anime with the pure passion it deserves is kind of liberating. Most of these people left probably because they saw new hope in this new studio anyways. And if you look at it like Japanese animators when they're animating sometimes, they can't really choose on what they work on. And because of that, I wonder about the guy who had to draw Inukai-san's dog was thinking.
I guess that's it.
They might have just delayed the show because they hated how industry worked and wanted to create a genuine piece of art. Japan is very bad with industry, having these set seasons and deadlines for everything. Take a look at movies in the West. Yeah, it's pretty shit, but when they come out greatly differs, and more importantly, are more free with delays being for quality instead of delaying because their culture just doesn't support this, and there's nothing us outsiders can do about that. And with all that said, sadly, we're never getting Zom 100 now.
Actually, that's incorrect.
Do you want, Sheldon?
The studio just announced we're getting all the other episodes on Christmas Day.
You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.